But to come in and beat it into you, not so much. So I agree with them 100%.
Right, that's what it's all about. If it's some things that people might not understand, and like I say, you have Muslims and you have Islam. Islam is not Muslims, right? So Muslims do things, but you can't blame it on Islam. You know, you can't say, okay, well, Amir went and punched this guy in the mouth, and he's Muslim, so Islam teaches him this. You can't say, oh, he went and took some slaves and made some people some slaves, and he say he's Muslim. Islam teaches him this. No, you have the Quran, and you have the Sunnah, and if you could show me a place in the Quran where Allah says, go out to people's lands and make them your slave. You can't show me a verse in this in the Quran that says anything like this.
Can I?
Distinguish the Muslim.
Can I?
From
Can I?
Hussein, before you go, let me just say something. Anybody else now, anybody misbehaves the way Amir opened this room, there's no hand raising. Anyone can come up by unmuting the mic, but I cannot throw you down. What I can do, though, remove you from the room.
Okay.
First, bad behavior from anyone. One wrong word.
Okay, but
say one word, just one push out of the room, not just down on the audience. Okay.
Okay.
These are rules of this game, the room that Amir opened. Unless Amir wants to close it, restart again with the hand raising turned on. This is not that type of room. So please, Hussein, go ahead.
Okay,
just another room.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead. But please don't tell us you're ex-Muslim because I already heard you were proven wrong. Go ahead.
Okay. You know what I was concerned about is the verse in the Quran and the verse. How come I start talking and then everybody else starts talking? I mean,
I was telling you about the hand raising. I was telling you can make the room public so the room can become public.
Okay. You know, there's a verse in the Quran where in Arabic it says, "Inkahu ma taba lakum min an-nisa." You know, it says, so, you know, have sex with women as you want. Inkahu, but inkahu means to have sex, you know, and
so ankihu. That's how much Islam, Arabic, you know, ankihu, learn. Not unkahu, whatever you say.
No, it's inkahu. It's inkahu. Do you read Arabic? Do you read?
Yes, I do speak Arabic. I formally teach Arabic. Okay, from your accent, I can tell. You don't even speak third grader Arabic, okay?
No, I do have third grader. I do have third grade Arabic because I went to school up to the third grade.
Listen, should I throw you down or what? Out of the room.
But you know what? Okay. Inkahu.
Say you first.
Okay, but can I? But why can't you let me just finish? I just make my point and then. Okay, here's what it says. فإنكحوا ما طاب لكم فإنكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى وثلاث وأربعة فإن خفتم إلى تعدلون, you know, فوحدة. The word is فإنكحوا, right? Have sex, right?
Listen, I want to meet you for a second. I want to show this room this guy doesn't know ABC.
I know what nikah means. I know what nikah means.
Last time, this guy
Look, I know what inkahu. Okay, would you read it? Would you read it in Arabic?
1 second. Okay, do you want to go out the room also? Believe me, won't take long. Now, everyone, shut up. Anybody unmute? Listen. Anybody unmute now?
I don't have my club.
Okay, you are next.
You know that? Check my.
Arab Muslim guy, you can't take the truth. That's why you're kicking out the people. No one is respect you.
Calm down.
Why are you kicking out the people? You're not fucking fair, bro.
Shut up. Okay, listen. Just listen to all of it.
If you respect the moderator, he's going to kick you off the stage. We don't want the confusion. You have to respect the moderators in the room because we won't be able to have the conversation if you guys come up on stage being disrespectful, talking over the moderator. If the moderator is speaking,
But why was I?
allow the moderator to
Why didn't I get to finish what I wanted to say?
Listen, bro, I'm not gonna have this. Look, I'm a grown man. I am not.
I am too. I'm 60 years old, man.
With grown men. If you don't respect the rules of the house, brother,
You can't quote Quran.
Now listen. I don't listen, bro. I'm not trying to get you to.
Can I join the queue? Can I join the line?
But can't I finish the quote that I was going to say?
One second.
1 second. Every time I talk, it's 1 second.
1 second.
Are you going to let me talk after the second?
Would you be quiet? I'm talking. I mean, 1 second. Okay, I mean, this is the type of room like any Tony, Dick, and Harry, any knucklehead can just push the mic button and come up. And you're gonna have a stage full of.
This because I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Cause I haven't been on there in a minute, so I didn't know that it operated like that. Because I'm bugged out right now trying to figure out who's speaking, what's going on. You know, I don't know.
I'm asking if I can join
Right now, any jackass can just unmute and come up without raising your hand right now. And you cannot throw them out. You're going to throw them out of the room. Okay? And alhamdulillah, thank you for that Sister Salah was able to come up and shut the other guy down. I appreciate that. Okay? But honestly, we'll have a decent dialogue.
Could I say what I was going to say?
Open the room. Okay, I'm saying you're one click away from being thrown out of the room also.
Why? How come I never get to say nothing?
Listen. Be quiet. It's your turn to talk. Let me finish talking to me.
It was my turn, but then you talked over me. You talked over me and didn't let me say what I was going to say.
Brother, he just told you, man, what's up with y'all?
Why won't you let me say what I wanted to say, man?
Bro, he said be quiet. He's a moderator speaking, man.
You know what? But I was. You know what? He told me I could talk, and then he told me I couldn't.
Hold on.
All I'm trying to do is to quote a verse of the Quran.
Bro, just control yourself. You're not in your house.
Yeah.
Have you been raised to come in other people's house and take over?
Hey, Hussein, I really would like to hear what you have to say. Why don't you be patient and
Okay, but they gotta let me talk, okay? Now because of her, I'm gonna be quiet, okay? But she said she wants to hear what I got to say, so you guys gotta let me talk, okay?
I'm saying you've been able to talk in our room yesterday, day before.
No, I mean now. But I mean now. I got something to say about what you're talking about now. You know? I just want to say something about what the guy was talking about. That's all.
Okay, when I get done with them,
okay.
I mean, I suggest if you want to have a decent room, decent dialogue, respectable room, reopen the room again with this handwritten turned on. It's my turn of ahi. Otherwise, you're going to be like a circus rest of the day.
Am I bad?
You're just
I'm trying to figure this out now, so I can do it differently because I didn't. I honestly didn't know that.
Yeah, when you start.
Confused.
Amir, the way you do it is you schedule a room and then it will let you open it the way you want to open it.
I think
I just have a question. My question is really quick. Can I just ask you really quick before the
1 second. Yeah, he was asking 1 second. Okay. See what you were saying? Right, T?
Huh?
Emo said something. What did you say? Okay, anyhow. So, no, Sister Salah, I think you can open the room without having reschedule. Just open a new room, but this time select open room, and then allow you to hand raise and turn on. You turn it on, and then you open the room, it turns on. If you don't, then this is what happens right now. Okay. Anyhow, it's your decision, but
Okay. I'm fixing it right now.
Can I ask my question, or do I have to wait until we do the room thing?
Yeah, bro. I think they're still just having a conversation about how to do or what to do. So just relax with your question. When everything's settled down, you can ask your question, okay?
Yes, sir.
So am I going to be able to say what I want to say?
I'm adjusting it right now.
I mean, you open the new room, and I'll close this room and we'll join you there, okay? Just send me the link of the new room so I can pin it here so everyone can come to that room. Okay,
All right, so I'm
Abu Yusuf,
Wait.
why don't you start the new room and invite everybody since you know how to do it?
Can you
I
keep
don't
this
think I'm
room
gonna
going
get
though?
quiet. This house, okay, I'm gonna I'm not.
Can you keep this room going though?
I figured it out. See, I got it right now. So it's saying allow. Okay.
All live.
Family, just copy the link and then just put it up here. So
I'm
you
doing
can,
that. I'm just putting information in. Let's put the information in.
Other Sister Salah, welcome. Please come to the other room. I would like to have a discussion with you. Decent,
I'm not in
academic,
that room.
intellectual discussion.
How do we get the link?
Come on, you can also. Yeah, we will link it up. Come on, don't worry. Everyone will get a chance to talk. All the decent people, please follow us in that room.
I just followed you, Abu Yusuf.
Okay, I'll
So
be there.
Barakallah fik. Come on, barakallah fik. And barakallah fik, Sister Salah.
Inshallah. Let's go.
Did Christians not recognize Muhammad in the Bible?
You ain't paying it.
Hello.
Since everybody's leaving the room, I think I should be able to say what I was going to say because they obviously don't want me to follow. But my concern was
Listen, your concerns will be heard. Don't worry. In good time.
in good time. Is that in 3 years? I'm 60 years old.
Look at the class, the real class from Sister Salah and Kamal. Look at the class. That's called classy people. Look at them. Are they behaving like you?
Can I say what I was going to say though?
Hussein, did you see my message? I messaged you. I thought I recognized you. Check
Huh?
your messages.
It's called Do Christians Not Recognize Muhammad in the Bible? Because you can't answer simple questions. All you do is come on stage to
All right.
insult so they can kick you out. You know that.
Now you said that it would say hand raise.
Yeah. If you open the, do the open room.
Yeah, new
and then
event.
do
Set a time.
hand raising. Okay.
Yeah, I set a time and a topic. Allow replays. It has public room. I don't see hand raised though.
you know,
Go ahead, Timo, go ahead.
yeah, now it's saying all the buttons.
It might be under the three dots.
It says recording. These are the ones. There's no hand raising. So click on the ones. Once you put it on, it will be hand raising.
Say it again now.
Three dots. The three dots in the corner of the screen. If you click on one of those, maybe the hand raising is in there.
Timo, I couldn't hear you. Okay, what you say again?
You know what?
I see it. I see it right here.
I can't.
Well,
Everyone, please, just bear with us. Very soon, inshallah, we should have the room open.
Okay,
Everyone, let's
guys.
talk.
For those of you who are watching, I was trying to go into a room to ask a question, and
Okay,
then
so-
they changed the rules all of a sudden. And, there was a girl there who said she did want to hear what I have to say, but they won't let me talk. They all of a sudden now they want to close the room and go to another room where they're able to kick you out because they can't kick you out of this room. And so I'm not sure what's going on, but oy vey.
Oh, I see it right here. So I gotta enable it. So that's done. Okay. So that's what I had wrong. Okay, so now we're good. And now I just have to start it.
You know what I want to ask them, by the way, guys? The one guy says the Quran never says to go get slaves. And I just was going to say, well, then how come it says in chapter 33:50 that Muhammad had all these slaves? It says that Muhammad had like 40 slaves. And so I was just going to ask him about that. you know, and but they're not letting me on. So
I'm really proud of you. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you as well, Salah, especially because of the fact you're not Muslim.
Danny, it doesn't have to be Muslim. Decent people are decent. There are idiots everywhere. There are decent people everywhere. You know that. Christianity is not free of its own share of, you know what I'm talking about.
I agree.
Let's not discuss, let's not, exactly, bro. So let's have a decent conversation, please.
Salah,
No.
Salah, where are you from?
She doesn't, actually don't ask those questions in public places unless she wants to. Yeah, Barakallah. Barakallah. You can tell us where you're from.
I'm from the great state of New Jersey. We're famous for our, we're famous for our highways and our multicolored rivers.
I lived in New York for 30 years and now live in Chicago. So welcome to Chicago. You will not have the same complaints here.
Pizza, yeah.
Yeah. So.
can I talk yet?
Yeah. You can talk about social, like friendly talk, chat, like we're doing right now.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna pin the room into this room so we can join that room?
Yeah, so I'm
Okay. I just have a question, you know, because the guy who spoke before me, he said that Islam never tells you go make slaves. Okay. But in the
What guy spoke before you? Listen, what guy
In-
spoke before you?
yeah, I mean, this was at the beginning when I first came in, and he was saying that Islam doesn't tell you go, you know, the Quran doesn't say go make slaves. But 16 times in the Quran, it talks about this group of girls who are called in Arabic, Malakat al-Yamin. These are the possession of your right hand. These are girls that you own. And you're allowed to have sex with them. Muhammad had a bunch of them. And Muhammad was allowed to have sex with them according to chapter 3350. Okay. So how can you say that Islam doesn't encourage slavery? You know, these are slaves, right? Malakat al-Yamin, the possession of your right hand.
Oh yeah.
أنا بحكي عربي.
You going around? Yeah, but the thing is, that's the first part of it. Hey, with that, look, let me tell you what. If you want to ask the question, and the person is telling you enough, that means that he got your question. Now, listen to the answer, and just know what's in your mouth. That's what we're talking about right here. Just quiet and listen to the answer that you're saying. Is that a question, right? We have an answer for you.
Okay. Okay.
Talking and talking. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
You get your answer as soon as we go to the other room so we can have a little control
Okay.
over.
That was my only question about these girls, because there's like 16 verses about them that you can do whatever you want. You can have sex with them. Even if they're married, you can have sex with them in the Quran.
so do I just leave and go to the other room and
Yes, and send us. Just go there. I will find the room.
Do you have an answer?
Here. Why don't you pin it here? Yes, exactly.
Malakat al-Yamin.
Yeah, to do it, I don't know how to do it no more. It's like,
Isn't that a slave?
yeah, get a link to the room. I'm pressing on that.
And copy
It's
the
not
link.
going.
Come back in this.
They kicked me out. You know why I did that? I did it with a purpose, because there was a girl who's not a Muslim in here, and they're trying to pick her up.
I knew not.
Didn't you hear what they were saying? There's that girl, Salah, and that girl, when I started talking, she said, I want to hear what you have to say. Can you wait your turn? And I said, okay, for your sake, I'll wait. And then the other guy, some guy says to her, I'm so proud of you, Salah. I'm really so proud of you being here, especially not being a Muslim. And then another guy says, hey, where do you live, Salah? And
I
then,
didn't hear any
you
of
didn't hear that?
No,
That just happened right now.
no, I didn't hear any of that.
No,
All I heard that she said, I want to hear what you have to say.
no.
Like, as a moderator.
Right now, this happened. They said, one guy says, so where do you live, Salah? Where are you from? And then the other guy says, a few seconds, she didn't answer. And so the other guy says, yeah, don't be asking her questions like that in a public place like this. Yeah, so they're trying to get her. So that's why I said that, because I want to at least get that in, because I knew they're not going to let me talk.
Why is she there? Is she interested in Islam?
I don't know. But if she is, I just... Okay, you guys. So sorry about that. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. God bless you. And I got kicked out again. So, you know, some guy said to me, you know what some guy said? He said, you know what? You know, your problem is that you come in, you start controversy, and to where they're all, you want them to kick you out. I don't want them to kick me out. I want them, but when I see that there's someone in those rooms that is thinking about becoming a Muslim, thinking about denying Jesus, especially, you know, these single girls, I've seen it before. I tell you what, I want them to know these guys are just saying how beautiful Islam is and all the glories of it. And I want to make sure she knows the truth before she makes a decision. So anyway, so, all right, you guys, thanks again for coming around.